What up? What up? What up? What up? We live right now. We live on all platforms. Listen, if you are as blessed as I am, and you are able to watch me right now, um, make sure you subscribe. Whatever platform that you on right now, make sure that you do subscribe. Okay. Um, I'm just browsing the web, browsing the internet, browsing the metaverse, and kind of like, looking at some of the things that I'm, constantly like, interested in tuning into. Like you always on your phone and you just tuning into shit. I just figured, why not go on live and kind of like instead of how I be thinking about it when I watch these content, let me say it out loud, okay? So one of the people that I like to watch is Vlad. So let's see what Vlad is talking about. Vlad TV. Um he's giving me, he told me he's smacking anyone from CMG before Lil Migo incident. I don't know. Being a Siegel says people that go in Vlad go to jail. Vlad disagree. Nah, I gotta see that one. Siegel, Siegel. Siegel say, hey, you go on Vlad. It's funny though that he says that. I haven't even seen it yet, but it's funny because, bro, like Vlad interviews so many people that that's such a narrative to say. People that Vlad interviews go to jail right after. Like niggas go to Vlad and like act like you have to answer every question he asks. Like if niggas is real street niggas, like they say they are, then you should know how to operate with quote unquote feds. If y'all want to label Vlad as a fed, you should have some street training, right? Like it's not 10-year-olds that go to Vlad's interviews. It'd be like adults, people in their 30s, 20s, 40s, 50s. Like, come on, man. You can't go on this platform and try to act like he's forcing you to give answers. Like he asked a question and niggas start telling their stories. So that's why you gotta imagine, like, bro, when these niggas get in front of the feds and they're facing 30 years, what makes you think they don't talk? They be on Vlad facing nothing and they be talking. Just facing Vlad in the camera, they be talking. And the niggas be mad. It's like, yo, you ain't gotta answer no questions, man. People like to show off. They like the attention. They like to tell the stories. It makes niggas look a certain way. We know the culture. Like, the tougher you look, like you committed crimes or you've harmed people, the more people gravitate towards you because they look at you as a man. We look at our manhood as black people through violence. How tough are you? How we don't look at manhood like you taking care of your family. Did you create something dope like Einstein? E equals MC squared. Like, did you do something like Tesla did? Did you invent a car? Did you invent this? We don't look at manhood like, oh, this man invented a whole car that can service the black community. That's a great man. We don't look at manhood like that. We look at men like, oh, you punched the nigga in the face in the club? Oh yeah, that's a real nigga right there. He a man. Oh yeah, you went in there with a strap? Man, you snuck in the club with a strap? Oh yeah, that's a man. That's like, you know what I'm saying? So, people go to Vlad to be the men that we praise. So it's not Vlad's fault. He just sees, he sees the game and he playing the game. Let's see what Siegel talking about though.
Well, that next year, 2008, you violate your parole. Yeah. They said that you gave a false urine sample.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that now? Did you actually give them a false urine sample?
If that's what they said.
Yeah.
I don't want to go in detail.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm rapping.
Fair enough.
Vlad, you already make me nervous. People come up here and do your show and go to jail.
No, they don't.
Yes,
that's not true. That is not true.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Name one person that went to prison because of a Vlad TV.
No, I ain't say because. I said after.
Well, I mean, listen, if you leave here and you go rob a bank, then you will go to prison after a Vlad TV interview, but it has nothing to do with the Vlad TV interview. Right?
No. Your interviews force people to say stuff that opens up investigations on them.
No, there's never been a Vlad.
I just don't like the word force, though. I don't like the word force, because he's a journalist. He's asking questions. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only part I disagree with. But I think when people go on Vlad and try to portray a gangster lifestyle, yes, you do put eyes on you. Maybe the feds are not going to directly look at this particular person, right, and say, hey, we're going to charge you with this because of what you said on Vlad, but the feds is watching Vlad. So now they're looking at you like, okay, you a rapper, you got all these chains, and you said on Vlad talking gangster. Okay, guess what? Now you on our radar. Now we're gonna start paying attention to you. So that's definitely a possibility. Vlad can't say that. Because you don't even need Vlad to do. Niggas go on their IGs and talk, and feds watch them because of that. So imagine Vlad with a big platform. Of course, like if I'm a fed, I'm on Say Cheese, nigga, every day. I'm on Act every day. I'm on No Jumper every day. I'm on Vlad every day. If I'm a fed and like I'm trying to get one of y'all niggas, I'm gonna go where y'all niggas do the most talking, and that be on these platforms. What? So I'm watching your IG. Why would I not watch Vlad? So Vlad just gotta understand the fans is watching, but we can't blame Vlad for it. He has a platform. So you go on there, you do your thing.
TV interview that came up in a court case.
No. Why would they?
Yeah.
Why would the feds or whoever it is bring your interview up in a system that make people, this is the perfect thing. We know they won't go on Vlad. The cameras is a dangerous thing. They get to, and they gonna tell us everything. They gonna tell Vlad everything.
I'll agree to disagree. This is all stuff that already happened that you've already been sentenced for. That you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I just don't. I'm just saying. Okay. I'm saying you already make me nervous.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so you end up doing 3 months over that.
Yeah.
So now you're back in jail again. I mean, does it get tiring at this point? You're like, damn, man, like I keep going back over dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a false urine sample, that's just dumb shit. It's not, something that just could have been avoided.
Yeah, because I was, all right, Dad, I could talk. I'll tell you about that, right? Yeah. Okay. So I violate my probation because me and another guy that I was in custody with, in the feds with, he had a crazy ass parole officer. And when you're on federal parole, you can't associate with known convicts. And allegedly, his parole officer saw us together.
So that's how you violated your parole.
And we went on allegedly he said we took him on a little chase. But his parole officer, I didn't know at the time, had a thing for the rap because I didn't land on his desk. So my man that he accused me of violating, he didn't violate him. I wound up going, they just put me in a halfway house.
Got
it. And while in the halfway house, like anywhere, people tend to see stuff and don't see it. And, you get to do things, and
shit happens.
Yeah, shit happens, man.
Okay.
And they popped up on me and I'm like, fuck. Damn, we just back here. You want to do what? Yeah, so they gave me a yarn. Then they came back 3 days and they give me a yarn and I was blown in the halfway house.
So 3 months back.
There you go.
There you go.
I bet it's okay.
Yo, man. Siegel was always interesting, man. One of the best rappers to ever grace the mic. Who else do I like to watch? I like to watch DJ Academics. See what's going on with Academics. Academics is always in some shit and is always entertaining. Actually, this is gonna be a good one. Hold on. Big Act on point with Destiny. Oh, that's a lot to watch with Act. Let me see. Let me see what's going on with Act and the Destiny guy, because they're gonna talk about No Jumper. Come on, man. Yo, YouTube ads is crazy right now, man. So many goddamn ads, bro. So many YouTube ads, bro.
It's always been inside me to make things. So merging
Like, do
art
they
and
just want us
business
to-
can be a little tricky.
We took a leap of faith, both quit our jobs.
Do they just
What I want to do with No Jumper.
want us
He sends
to,
me a video.
do they want us to pay for YouTube subscription so that the ads go away? Man, monetization is good for content creators, but it's kind of annoying when now it's created so many restrictions, bro. It's crazy, man.
And I think it's a Destiny video. It says DJ Academics knows. Let me see.
Okay.
DJ Academic knows. Okay. Oh, DJ Academics reveal. Let me see. DJ Academics reveals money meta. He said, I've been consuming many of the content, but I saw you talk about it and I realized how much you got it. Like you completely understand like exactly what I was thinking. What the new meta is on, and I said this to him. I said the new meta right now on YouTube is I'd rather hear Destiny and some other discuss. So he probably said, bro, I got to make a change. I have zero problem with what Adam did business-wise. You got to understand that part. I only have a problem with how he deals with people. Destiny got a whole situation. You got to go find the young Sneakos. You got to go find the young Destiny. They exist. They're on streams.
See.
And by the way, I hope everybody, whether you stay with the brand or not, even Sharp, like I hope everybody lands on their feet because, this content game is super hard. But I also know it is hard, like managing talent. And I remember texting AD about this. I was just like, there's just so much going on.
I feel like Ack is so much more reasonable than like he has any right to be. He just because like sometimes I see his persona and like the shit gets involved. I'm like, God, this guy's crazy. And then other times he's talking, I'm like, he's like actually really reasonable. Like most of the time, he's like this very interesting dichotomy of like. I remember the biggest thing was I think I made a comment. There was that thing where it looked like he was just like abusing a woman in the lobby of that hotel. I was like, oh my God, like this looks so bad. And then the full story came out. I was like, okay, yeah, you know what? Actually, it actually recontextualized it a lot. Oh,
like I'm thinking, yeah. So, and by the way, to Destiny for that comment, being there's different sides of the personality, right? That's why I think I'm pretty complex, and I'll take the egotistical path right here and say, so I think I'm so great. Yeah, I could be completely ignorant, irrational, shouting, just clever with jokes, just kind of like clowning somebody. And I could also be the person who's like, which I think I was talking about a meta, like, yeah, the new meta is.
Let me say this. From watching Axe growth, yeah, definitely. He's definitely one of the people that took on this YouTube persona and just monetized, and now has become kind of like a legend. And people definitely use him as motivation to start their own content, creation platforms. Yo, it's also interesting because I just recently said that Adam 22 had surpassed Ack, and then 3 weeks later, Adam got canceled. Yo, that shit is crazy. Listen, man. Essentially, if y'all remember, for anyone who does, Adam and Ack, they were coming up at the same time. They were doing a lot of live streams on YouTube. And then they got into beef. Usually you're going to collab with people in your arena, right? And it's a competitive sport when it comes to content creation. So I seen the transformation, where Act on Twitch, popping on IG, he's like the new source, and Act never lies. So you go check Act, some shit just happened in the culture. Act posted, it's real. You know what I mean? Adam on the other end, I saw him start, hiring other content creators, and it seemed like he started a whole like reality podcast show, right? Like a visual aspect. I got a reality podcast show, which is audio. His is like social audio, but on social media in the visual aspect. So he got all these personalities and characters, and you get to see what they're going through on a day-to-day, and you get to also get their perspective on the personalities and celebrities that they cover and what's going on in the culture that they cover, right? So I saw it as Adam was able to surpass Act, because now he's not just a personality, he's now a business. I shouldn't even say a business. He's not a network in a sense, right? And I'm looking at Act like, okay, Act is all you see is Act. Yes, he has other people, but when are they going to shine? When are we going to see those people? Is Act going to build a whole studio where he has a bunch of people in different rooms doing different things, creating different type of content? You know what I'm saying? And he can still be the personality, but now he's like, you go from Rockefeller when Jay-Z was the face to Rock Nation, where a whole bunch of different artists are being managed, and they can also be faces of it too. You know what I'm saying? You got J. Cole, Rihanna, this, that, did that, da, Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? Is Act going to be able to do that? I saw it as Adam was doing that. And when I spoke on that 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks later, fucking Adam got canceled. So now I don't even know what the fuck is going on with Adam 22. Like, this shit is crazy. And, there's all kinds of allegations on Adam. So it's like, me personally, I think Adam is going to be able to come back and bounce back. One, he already has a platform and has an audience. Two, he's white. Three, he has connections. And sometimes, four, all you need is for people to kind of forget what happened and then come back and give them something else to look at. And, you'll be okay. Cancel culture is real, and it's also not real at the same time. Like, if you're very consistent, and you're always giving people something else to talk about, they will forget about the bad shit that they were stuck on. That's just how I see it. This guy Destiny, he's interesting. I done seen a lot of people that have rhetoric like him that debate. You know what I'm saying? I guess he's kind of like the face of it. But let's see what Ack is saying about him and what's going on.
Kind of what Destiny does. Like, Destiny's a great debater. Debates are popping. Remember I used to be on a debate show. So having logic and reasoning and understanding and controlling your emotions, even if you're offended in the debate or whatever the case is optimal. So I completely get what's going on. You know what I mean? As I said, I just think that nigga Adam's going that way, which I can't be mad at. You know what I mean? Again, if I had more friends like that, well, I love hip hop too. I love the fuckery, bro. I don't know. If I could clone myself, I would have myself. Yeah, if I clone myself, right, I would have myself every day. Like, even though this guy, like, he has a complete misunderstanding, which I think is by choice. He has a complete misunderstanding of me. I would have myself like the dude Abba, like kind of debating, kind of like adjacent to kind of what like Sneeko Destiny has. That would be me. Right? Like, if that was only the content I care about. I just love hip-hop too much. Like, you know what I mean? I just can't argue about like just certain stuff like that without me thinking, Drake's dropping some shit. So but I completely understand it. You get what I mean? Anyway, yeah. Anything else I should watch out of this? I'm thinking on
it's generally on like VODs and AdSense and stuff like that. Oh, and VTubers too. Yeah. I'm milking you. Thank you, Al Hours.
If I know and I pull numbers and he's pulling similar numbers, but he got niggas I don't got nobody to pay for what I'm doing on this. That's why when I hire people, I like to hire them for the brand, because those are I don't even look at oh, what you're earning me back. But with Adam, when you're hiring people for a motherfucking channel, you have to look at. We've all heard this. Okay. All right. Yeah. So go watch that video. Adam seems to kind of agree with my synopsis of things. I'm pretty sure me and Adam will talk. Holy crap.
Call Dago.
I'm sure me and Adam will talk. I'm sure me and Adam will talk. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me post this to the gram. I gotta post this Call Dago t-shirt to the gram. I ain't gonna Chat, we're gonna make a donation. We have to find 3 possibly great places to donate that could help the causes of women who are being taken advantage of by pimps like Sharp, and we'll just pick one or we'll vote on something. Here we go. I gotta post it on the gram, people. I know. All right, yeah, I'll talk to Adam at another point, or actually, maybe I get Adam on this bitch right now. Adam say he feeling good right now. Yo, Adam, pop in, nigga. Yo, wait, y'all want me to talk to Adam, or y'all like sick of this shit? Because I'm a little like, I'm like sick of this whole conversation now too. And also, by the way, salute to my boy T-Rel. I think he sent me some shit. I think they're number 1 right now. I think he sent me some. He's like number 1 right now on Apple Music. I don't know if you can see the podcast charts.
Let me see. There's one that I wanted to watch. Oh yeah. With this Breakfast Club joint, I think it's probably gonna be an interesting topic.
If you want to be on camera, you want to be behind the camera, you want to do radio,
YouTube,
podcast, whatever it is, this is a program in full.
We're going to prepare you for what this industry is, and you're going to hear it from people who've been in the field, in the newsroom, in the control room for the last 20 years.
I'm hearing from people that I worked with years ago who say, I get what you're doing. Where was this before? We're on the cutting edge of doing something no one's ever done before, and the student is the one who benefits.
Let me skip this, man.
Rumor has it. Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty. I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Right. On the Breakfast Club.
Now, Omarion was doing an interview with Sway. Shout out to Sway and the whole team there. Mm-hmm. And they were talking about the first time he met Tay Diggs. Now, you know, Tay Diggs is dating his ex-wife.
No, they're married.
You can only pray that you get along with that significant other.
My Uber Eats guy is here. Hey, hello? Hello? Yeah, you in the lobby, right? You can leave the food in the lobby. 1738. 1738. No problem. Thank you. All right, man. Let's
The two, you know, I think Tay is a cool guy.
Yeah.
Tay Diggs.
Yeah.
Did y'all know each other prior to him in April?
No, but I just met him for the first time, and he seems like a cool dude. You know what I mean? And he has kids of his own, so you know, and he's an older man, so you know, I only expect good things from him.
How did that meeting go?
It was cool. We met at my son's class project, and he came through, and yeah, it was cool. Nice to meet you. It's all good. Yeah. Your kids are wonderful. You already know that. Exactly. You know what I mean? It's all good, man. Enjoy yourself. You know?
So you say Tay Diggs and April Jones are married, Luna?
Yeah. Oh,
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
But that makes sense because, you know, if I'm the father of your child, I only want to meet your new man if y'all are serious like that.
You're serious, yeah.
Yeah, if y'all about to be married or have gotten married. Well, how you know they married, Luna?
Yes. Ain't they? Look, ain't they? I think they are. I just
you just up here making up stuff.
I mean, if I make that up, that'd only be for the benefit of them both. I'm not saying that. You know. Yeah, but I think they got married though.
Okay.
Because I seen them at the Griot Awards, and I believe I just read something about them. What you laughing at that? Byron Allen's Griot Award. That was fire.
No, that's not what we laughing at. We laughing at you just making up stuff.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Well, I might have my statistics a little off. It's a little early for my brain.
I don't
But
know
I
if they're
think they're
married.
married, though. You can Google that and find that out.
Oh, I mean that wouldn't make sense though. 'Cause
No,
like I said, I only want.
No, they're not married.
So because you said so.
No, they looked it up.
Well, I only want to meet your significant
Okay.
other if y'all
If
married
y'all
or
serious.
y'all thinking about getting married.
But I think they live with each other anyway. That's what I see them all with each other.
You're gonna be around my kids.
If you're
I
gonna be
need to
around my
see.
kids, I need to meet you, and hopefully that the first time we do meet, it'll be like that, like it'll be respectful. Absolutely.
You know what I used to think. It's kind of interesting because celebrities, they get together. First off, if you ever been in circles, you know, like let's say you're a lawyer, you're around lawyers, you a doctor, you around doctors, you street nigga, you around street niggas, all of that. Y'all gonna be fucking each other. You know what I'm saying? If we're in community, we're gonna be fucking each other. So people being amazed, like, yo, why do celebrities always date celebrities? It's never going to end well. It's like, who's gonna understand them the most? Who's in community with them? Who's around them? You know what I'm saying? They're going to date people in their industry. They go to the studio to see another celebrity. They go to a concert to see another celebrity. They go to the doctors. The celebrities going to the same doctors. They're going to the same this to get their butt done. They're going to the same this to get their teeth done, to get They're going to the same real estate agent. It's the same estate. You know what I'm saying? They're in the same community, same environment. You know what I mean? So I used to be like, you know, or not be like, you know, kind of having that thought, like, yo, celebrity relationships is never real. But you know, it's like, nah, you know, people actually be having feelings for each other. Shit just don't work out because, you know, it is what it is. Like, you know, maybe there's more intensity with them. Maybe it's like, yo, you dating somebody and then, you know, like the album drop and they're selling more than you. Is there jealousy? They start shining and everybody talking about them. Is there jealousy? Is there envy? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you like their friends? Do they like your friends? Y'all like each other, but then when y'all go around each other's friends, there's issues. Like, there's so many things when it comes to celebrities dating each other, other roles, other things that must play a role in it. That why I can see that sometimes their breakup doesn't just have to do with them. It has to do with everything else that's happening around them. And plus, you know what I mean? Niggas became pussy because people want these niggas, and these women also, people want them. So, you know, they have access to a lot of things in abundance, right? That's why they call them stars, celebrities, famous people, all of this, you know what I mean? So sometimes it's also probably difficult to just have one person. And then when you know, what they say, you know, you come out of your senses after you bust a nut, you know what I'm saying? And then boom, like, now, yeah, you know, I ain't one of those niggas that can't get another. I can definitely get another. So probably it's difficult for some niggas to stick around. You know what I'm saying? But Tay Diggs in April, yeah, you know, you see people on the gram and, you know, they always happy. So you assume that that's how things are. You never know what happens behind the scenes, but, you know, they seem cool, and hopefully, you know, they stick together, and, you know, she gives him the love that he needs, and he gives her the love that she needs. Black power.
Absolutely. Now, academics, he calls out Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and J. Cole for avoiding hip hop outlets.
Hey, let me just say this, man. Ain't nobody gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it. Yo, J. Cole and the rest of y'all big rappers, no wonder y'all get on by hip hop outlets, man. And by the way, I'm good off a J. Cole interview. I'm good off all most of these big rappers. They use the culture and they use all these blogs. Not saying you need to, like, I don't care if they do an interview with me, but I know a lot of journalists in the game and they won't speak up because a lot of them, like, they really still hope to get an interview. I say all these. Like, I just look at like J. Cole. When I see you doing some on ESPN, but you won't do an interview with a culture, you won't hop on $1 million worth of game. You won't hop on Drink Champs. You won't be with Joe Budden or somebody like that. I look at it as some weird.
I feel that.
I ride with that.
I understand that.
But I will say this: Kendrick Lamar has done a lot of he's done the Breakfast Club before. He's done outlets before. J. Cole has done outlets before. But usually when those artists,
Breakfast Club it's a black network, but it's big as fuck. Breakfast Club is black niggas doing a show in a white owned infrastructure or system. Like, you can't use Breakfast Club. Nigga, Hillary Clinton was on Breakfast Club. Y'all can't count. You can't count Breakfast. Come on, man. Y'all can't use y'all. Nah, y'all for the culture. Y'all off the culture. Breakfast Club salute. but y'all ain't no like independent platform. Like, and these niggas still try to act like they some independent nigga platform. Like, y'all not. Like stop the cap. Like the J. Cole's and them have been on Breakfast Club. Like talking about them going into other platforms, like independent platforms, like up and coming, like, or, you know, the platforms that's not getting 100,000 views, probably getting 25, 50K, you know what I'm saying? Like, but still consistently feeding the people content and bringing conversations to the culture.
Take a turn and they get to the point where they don't necessarily need the outlets. They stop.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to put Kendrick in that because Kendrick don't do no interviews.
And with nobody, right?
Yeah,
with
so
nobody.
I don't think it's fair to put Kendrick in that.
I was going to say that too.
But with Cole, I can understand that.
As somebody who does lots of interviews,
yes,
I know during the pandemic I did more off-brand interviews. You know, a more startup new podcasts and stuff like that. And I definitely have slowed down on some of those now that I'm able to access the bigger interviews now. But I definitely would never go and just do white press and never come back and do like Drink Champs or this.
I agree with that, but I think what Act might be missing just a little bit is we're in a new era. We're in an era where people control their own media,
and that's the thing.
So they can get on social media and they can say the things that they want to say. You know what I mean? You see J. Cole, right. J. Cole be pulling up in the projects,
correct,
listening to people rap,
and that's what I was going to say.
Rapping over other people's beats. They touch the culture in other ways.
In other ways, they do it differently.
Okay,
you know, even Cole did Angie Martinez like 4 or 5 years ago, but he does.
I don't think it was that long.
He does his own interviews, and so does Kendrick. Kendrick can do his own thing. Now Drake is the person that I don't remember him ever doing many radio or interviews and things like
but
that.
He said
besides
it was Apple. Remember Drake tweeted that I'm not going to do a lot of interviews anymore. And the last big hip hop interview he did was with Elliot and B-Dot for Rap Radar, which is fine.
Correct. Yeah.
I just think we live in a different era where people control their own media. They control their own narratives. From athletes to rappers. They'll just start a podcast or they'll get on their Instagram live.
And that's fine.
They don't have to go sit with nobody.
But you know what? I think that's cheesy way out because you can do your own thing and still there's nothing like being interviewed by somebody else.
Yeah, you avoid the tough questions.
You avoid the tough questions.
Right. I get what you're saying. So I agree. I agree with about 50% of what Act said.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report. Now, when we come back, we got
listen. I'm gonna finish this off with Charleston White. You always got to tune in to see what he talking about. I mean, it's polarizing like a mother effer, but when he is on the point is definitely impactful. And what I realized with Charleston is you don't got to watch the things that he talk about that you don't agree with, but the things that he talks about that is profound definitely penetrates. Look, I want to say this. I'm gonna think about it on the business aspect, right? So I agree with Ack, but I think these celebrities, yes, they're coming up. Niggas gonna, pump you up, give you a platform, you could talk, all of that. But once they get to a certain level, what can these platforms do for you? Think about business. They sitting there in business meeting. You want to go to the platform that can only get you 50K views, or you want to go to the platform that's going to get you 1 million views. You a black platform and you only have niggas watching you and some white people watching you too. But if he comes on there, what is he going to gain? Where there's more white people to reach to, artists are always trying to get bigger, right? Expand the market, trying to, outreach and get new followers, fans to see their art or whatever that they're displaying to the world. So why would I go back? You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's like the dope game, why would I go back to the guy that I can only get an ounce from? When now I got to connect or plug, or I can get plugs where I can move bricks. So it's business. But I know with us black people, we always charge people to like duty. You're supposed to. You see, white people don't even grow up thinking they got to take care of their mamas. Mama, you got to take care of your own shit. See, us, you got to take care of your mama. We have these things, duties, obligations. Be like, you got to do this. You got to come back and hold. You got to do, you know what I'm saying? No, you don't got to. But I do understand what Ak is saying though, 100%. Now so I go get my food, man. You see, I'm out here like, and I ain't even went and got my food, man. Because I want to watch something short of Charleston. What's George Charleston talking about? That's short. Wallow drop being that game, act more powerful. Okay, let's see what he's talking about with Wallow and Gilly.
I'm Goldie. This is my
Hey,
club. I
hey,
run shit.
hey, hey. I'm
Flattery will
Goldie.
get you nowhere. I only get down with
Okay.
I seen a dude go to jail for child support for a kid that wasn't even his.
It's crazy.
Man, but we got rappers like, we got guys like Wallow up here saying free Pooh Shiesty when we can be trying to advocate for.
Why would he say that?
Man, I don't know. I'm
trying to understand why that would be his thing. Like, of all of the different causes that you're gonna stand on.
I don't get it. I don't get the hypocrisy.
What's going on?
See, of these guys, homie. I don't get it. I don't get it, man.
He was at the it's weird because like I don't know what to think about Wallow just in a general sense, because like I seen him at the Gervonta Davis fight in the middle of all of that was happening with Meek Mill and all of them, and he in the middle of it, and it's like, okay, I don't know if he breaking it up, it's like, why bring that type of visibility to yourself if you're just trying to chill out, if you're just trying to get your money? Yeah, you want to advocate for stuff, but why do you keep finding yourself in the middle of the situations?
Nah, leave Wallow alone. Wallow OG, man. That nigga did 20 plus years in prison, came out and fucking made it. Leave that brother alone, man. He can't do no wrong, man. I done seen that man wake up in the morning, jog, and give motivational speeches. Nah, he was trying to break that fight.
Like, I'm trying to, if I get home, I'm trying to lay low, get this money. You know what I'm saying? Use my platform, but I'm not trying to be finding myself in the same room with a lot of this drama.
Let me just say this, homie. I watched a platform and $1 million worth of game where I'm from, them giving out no game. And get all that half because they pick sides. They not straight up. Say, homie, if you come on my when you wrong, you wrong.
Yeah.
And then tiptoe around the ones with big names that's wrong. Man, there's no way he was supposed to let Jay Prince and them come on there, man, and try to shame Offset them, homie. These are man, take off them, man. Come on, homie. You wrong.
Man, they're not standing up to them.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. So, the white folk know who to get the money to. Yeah, them white folk know who to get it. They know who they know what puppets to get that guy to.
Yeah.
These man, Wallow and Gilly, Breakfast Club, Steven Jackson, ain't none of these platforms really can voice no mouth for no. I'm the mouth for the Poe Blacks, or see they with the celebrities. They really the bourgeois. They can't, homie. They ain't no gutter babies. They ain't no state baby. Them they ain't my kind of people.
I still don't, honestly, I don't care how much money
and I don't like yellow, no way. I don't like light skin yellow can't grow hair on their face, no way. I don't like them man. They couldn't eat at my grandmama table. Light skin yellow can't grow hair on their motherfucking face, man. My grandmama go scrub down them some white folks.
Yo, it's like, when does Charleston White becomes a character that's accepted, or a comedian with satire who was just respected in his lane? Like, this is what he does. Is that a thing, or are people gonna constantly take him serious? Because I think he's been yelling it like, yo, I'm playing a character, I'm playing a role. Because the dude is funny. Like, he purposefully tries to entertain people or say things that's gonna trigger people for a reaction, right? A shock jock, right? We done seen a lot of people do that. We done see Star do it, Charlamagne the God do it, Howard Stern, you know what I mean? We done seen a lot of people do it. I ain't gonna say none of them ever had smoke. Wendy Williams, a lot of these people had smoke. So I guess maybe he's just going through his smoke. But also with Charleston White, at some point in time, I think we're going to get tired of just seeing him go and do interviews and be redundant and repeat the same things, right? So is he, because with comedians, I mean, I remember there was a point in time Kevin Hart, when I was watching him in college, like laughing my pain, hottest shit ever. And then at some point, Kevin Hart just became like still funny, but like he became so commercialized. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't as raw. You know, he seemed more produced. And it was still, I still went to see his show. I still went physically to see his show because I love him and I love his success. You know what I mean? But my point is, you know, he was in our faces all the time. So when you were in the people's faces all the time, at some point they get tired of you. Like Lil Wayne still drops a song and it's still hot. But for niggas that's been listening to Lil Wayne since high school, I don't want to listen to Wayne right now. And it's not a diss, but it's like I've been listening to Wayne for so long. It's like fucking the same pussy for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So my thing with Charleston is, what is his transition? You know, I think that's one of the things that I'm always interested in when it comes to creatives, you know what I'm saying, personalities. What is going to be Charleston White's transition? Is he going to have a show? You know, is he just going to become a comedian? Can he become a comedian to the point where he gets a Netflix show? And can he be presented as all the things that he said was just for comedic relief? You know what I'm saying? Well, he was just doing what Chris Rock and them do. You know, how come they can say things? How come Dave Chappelle can say things and get a Netflix deal and say things about the transgender community? Why can Charleston White, you know, because that can be considered as hate speech, right? So why can Charleston White get a Netflix deal? His transformation is going to be very, very interesting. So we're gonna see how that what happens with that.
I still don't think that they got as much power as the DJ Academics and stuff.
Nobody
like that,
got
bro.
more power than DJ Academic.
Like,
nigga, Ack is the baddest motherfucker. I mean, listen, motherfuckers say what they want to say about DJ Ack, homie. That one man army.
Yeah, he is.
And they
you can't take it away from him.
Nah, man. When that talk, he like E.F. Hutton in our culture. When Ack talk, everybody listen.
That's true. Whether you like him or not,
whether you like him
agree
or not,
with him or not,
you can't. You man.
And you know what's crazy about Act? Yo, this was crazy about Act. Yo, this nigga Act literally be this nigga posting on his IG. Like, you would think Act is so big to the point he got somebody to post for him. I feel like this nigga is hands-on everything. I feel like he is his own accountant, his own lawyer. It's impressive, but you know, I do want to see, like, where does Act go? Because does that not get tiring? I literally see the nigga on Twitch posting himself on IG, like, he's the one that's posting. Whereas like you got artists who don't even utilize their IG, they got the record label posting for them. So I don't know, is Act not as busy as other people? I don't think so. I think Act has a lot on his plate, a lot on his table. You know, I just think he just likes to be in control. I think Act is a control freak, man.
Whatever you want to call him. When he talk, everybody listens. So and for the most part, he ain't really saying a bunch of shit wrong. He just scared to say what's wrong to the people that's doing wrong.
Why you think he's scared?
They'll kill him.
DJ Act?
Yeah, they'll kill him or hurt him. If he don't pacify him, yeah, they'll hurt him.
Do you think that that's kind of the problem with people in general, like that get platforms? They start to get more visibility and then they cozy up. Then they can't really be objective as much as they want to be objective.
Oh, they want to enjoy their money, man. They want to enjoy the money. They want to enjoy the limelight. They want to enjoy the fame. And then they got some favorite celebrities they want to hang with. If they want to hang with them, they might see this one. So you gotta at some point you have to, because you enter into their world.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go back into the world you come from because now you're a celebrity. So you enter into their world. So you gonna make friends or make enemies in this world.
Yeah.
I don't give I ain't trying to make enemies, but I don't give a about making friends. And I don't give a about creating no enemies. Yeah. So I don't give a
In the city where anything is possible, something sinister.
If I ain't done nothing to you, you better not bother me. I don't give a what I done said. If I ain't as grown man, if I ain't done nothing to you,
right,
you better not bother me.
Yeah.
I don't give a what I said.
Yeah, I think Ack is more powerful than a lot of these platforms. I think he's more powerful than $1 million worth of game. And it's a couple people that's like that, but $1 million worth of game, the drink champs, all of that. I think Ack is just more powerful than all of that.
If
well, Ack got the youth.
Ack can make a platinum artist.
Yeah.
If Ack say your album bad, half the country might say your album bad too.
Yeah. But then Ack can stand up to some people. He says stuff about Lil Baby and all of that. So
he stands up. Yeah, he does.
I mean, I gotta say he is objective. Sometimes he decides that he don't want to say certain things, but
yeah. He can he got a lot of control. Let me just say that. Yeah, he got a lot of control.
Let me pivot for a minute. I got a couple curveballs for you, right?
Okay.
So the popular narrative right now, it's a couple different things. First thing is corny, right? That's the word. And a lot of people is attaching it to people like Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, that's a white boy word.
Corny?
Yeah, corny is a white boy word.
Why people keep calling Michael B. Jordan corny? Or better yet, the chick that he went to high school with, I guess. He saw her on the red carpet and he was like, yeah, I said, I remember you was talking junk. Like, you the one that called me corny or whatever.
Yeah.
But then he kept the G. He didn't really nuke her.
All those words are meaningless, man.
Yeah, I would have nuked her. Yeah, I would have.
Meaningless words, man.
Yeah.
Do you think that he's just a regular dude, or do you think that because they attach it to like him, Russell Wilson?
Well, that's the humble, nice guy.
Right.
Well, see, this what happened. This is the generation that grew up and was raised with the concept of remember the movie Love Don't Cost a Thing?
Mm-hmm.
With what's Christina Milian, Nick Cannon.
Yeah, Nick. Yeah. And he had the little twist in his head.
And
I
he
think
he was a nerdy guy.
Yeah.
He liked her, and he didn't know how to mistreat her. Right? She taught him how to be mean and mistreat her. That's what girls like.
Yeah.
So she taught him how to be taught her. So this is the generation of young girls who like, instead of the guy like Russell Wilson and Michael B, who seems to be gentleman-like.
Yeah.
They seem well reserved. They don't seem thuggish. They don't seem street. They don't.
They ain't got none of that in them.
So,
which is not a bad thing.
It must be crazy to come from a culture where like you were yourself and you were talented, you got money, you know what I'm saying? Like you work out, you got all of the shit. And the women in your culture think you're corny. I get why he dates white women. You know what I'm saying? Like the women in your culture is calling you corny when you're supposed to be the high value man. You're supposed to be the face of blackness. But they like, man, we want a nigga with a little thug in them. They want a nigga that's gonna go to jail when you're the one that's gonna bring financial freedom. Yeah, of course he's gonna be with white women. Come on, man.
Not at all. Which a great quality
coach
for
is
a guy
backwards.
and a man and a male to have.
Yeah.
But when you grow up indoctrinated and you've developed the ethnocentric ideology that the hip hop culture produces, then of course these type of guys will be corny.
Yeah. Man, on that note, it's Bito. I'm about to go get my food. Y'all know I've been here. My food is downstairs. Look, if you're watching this, make sure to subscribe if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube. If you want the central place where all my content is, go to YouTube, Gold Gate House YouTube. I repeat, Gold Gate House YouTube. That's where everything is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be doing a lot of streaming, browsing, which is what I call it, the browse. Okay. And we're going to see the evolution of that and what it transformed into. I think one of my main things is just seeing the new form of man, of being a man, manhood, the journey of manhood. I'm very interested in the journey of manhood. What is a man? I'm very interested in that. What is a man? Because there's a whole lot of things or a whole lot of expectations that society has had for men. You're a man, you can't talk. That's gossiping. You're a man, you can't do this. That's this. You're a man, you can't do that. And I think a lot of men in today's society are breaking away from that and are becoming more of, what they feel free to be. And I'm interested in exploring that journey with manhood and speaking more about that. But it's Bito. Let me see. I'm gonna hop out. And thanks for watching, man.